Yo. What's good? What's good, man? Late night special, man. You want to just bring y'all some quick thoughts? We gonna revert back to Sunday's game, man. We just want to clear some things up. I seen we would get a lot of hate online about we hating and all this good stuff, but I got somebody I got to put on blast too, man. Y'all know I don't like to do it, um, and I'm gonna let y'all handle it because I've been saved. I love Jesus, and I'm gonna just put it nice, nasty, as the best I can. Cause one thing about me, you just don't come here and think I'm not gonna respond. So when you come for me, it's just best to know what you're doing, man. Cause I'm just not that one. I just
And
don't
that's
like that.
not if you come for the king, you bet not miss.
All right, you better not miss.
What's going on? What's going
Yeah,
on, everybody?
Jefferson.
And
Yeah, he that dude, man. He that dude. Set, what's up, man?
what's good, everybody?
Yeah, and we could get pressure on JJ too, because you got to remember he like Penix. He's a second year quarterback. But the thing about him, he didn't get to play last year really.
He didn't
So
get,
he's basically a rookie.
yeah, he didn't get
Big
no
John,
snap.
what's good, big bro? He said he know if he'll be up for
Also,
this one, but what's happening? What's good, big bro? Yeah, it's
yeah,
late, man. We gonna try to knock this out right quick so we can get some
yeah.
rest too.
Said Vikings
Yeah,
on out. So,
Christian
yeah,
Darris saw out tonight, so that's probably why he's running from his for his life. That's his blind side. So it happens. EQ. No, not the same old defense. Um, just got caught up in the moment, man. I think Aurora just got caught up in the moment. It happens to the best of us, and he young too.
and
Mike Thomas
then
was good, my
and
guy.
those
Long
guys
time
got
no see.
tired too, man. They have been holding down the fort for a minute.
Right. HO was good, my
Yeah,
guy.
hey Joe,
RB.
what's happening? Then said I'm gonna be
Next week in Minnesota.
okay.
So if
Minnesota,
you're gonna be in Minnesota, that's pretty cool.
yeah, yeah.
Coach Peppers, what's good, my
Oh,
guy?
yeah. What's happening?
Hey, we finna talk about that, but know what? Facts.
Ooh,
That ain't slant boy. That's my boy Mike Thomas, man. Raise up.
now I'm about to say who a slant boy.
He,
Say I have
he
to
talking
agree.
about Mike Thomas, former Saints receiver. But
Okay, got you. Nah,
yeah,
nah,
got yeah.
yeah, y'all boy.
We're gonna talk about Drake London right quick, man. We're gonna give y'all a quick quick update if y'all didn't see it. On my channel, I did a quick short on it. I didn't want to make no big deal out of it. But yeah, Drake London um suffered a shoulder injury
Yeah,
and shoulder sprain, and it's considered day to day. And it's probably his AC joint, as I reported earlier. So that may take a couple of days or a couple of weeks to heal. We don't know. He could play Sunday, but that's actually up to him because if y'all saw him at the game Friday, never returned, and we kind of paid for that down the stretch.
yeah.
Um, but it's gonna be week to week. It says day to day, but they said the same thing with Darnell Mooney. It's been a month or something, so we'll just take that with a grain of salt. Cause trust
Those
me when I
shoulders,
tell you,
them shoulders are tricky, Smitty.
eh, boy, what you talking about?
Shoulders can
What
be a
are you
trick
talking about, man? Boy,
because I mean, you
uh,
think like you said, Mooney been out. We saw that.
right,
We've said that so many times. How he just didn't land right, and now he's been gone. He didn't start week one. He was out there in warm ups though. He definitely was warming up, trying to see if he can give it a
right,
go, but just wasn't ready yet, man. Just wasn't ready. You gotta be able to get your hands up comfortable because you gotta catch the ball. You may have to turn, change, and you still gotta take a hit. So it's like those shoulders can get tricky, man. That's why I was really worried about Darnell Mooney anyway with his shoulder because I'm like, are you good to
right.
go? So you know what happened last year, and now we got Drake, who is a tough guy, by the way, and he's dealing with a shoulder now, and
Facts.
so now
They
it's just
said Wilkinson did settle in after a while. That was a good thing to see. I seen a lot of people give him hell online, but it is what it is, man. He's veteran.
he did
He's
better than I
playing
think
guard.
most people give him
Yeah, he
credit for
absolutely
overall. We're talking
200%.
about overall. We can all pick out plays to where, oh, he got beat there, oh, he got pushed back there, but he did.
Hey, EQ, that was just a suggestion video. OBJ is looking for a playoff team, and he's going to have a non-guaranteed contract. So if he gets a non-guaranteed contract at a vet minimum at his age, and he's been in the league about 11 years, it's probably going to be about $4 million. So he's just waiting for the right opportunity. But I honestly think he should have stayed in Baltimore.
Said 3 of the first
Yep,
4 teams
absolutely.
are in double-digit win team.
But HO, just tell us where we gonna stand. Where we gonna stand as far as the team, because I think when you play the best and you can stand up to the best, and you pull out a couple of wins before the bye week, I think you're looking good at 2-2 going to the bye week, and I'll be satisfied with that.
Man, I'm trying to be better than that. I ain't why, because we have
want
to
be 3-1, honestly, but we know, yeah, but it's the coaching. But let's get into this thing, man. Raheem Morris, he talked about Younghoe Koo. Y'all already seen today. He said we just didn't play well enough on special team, which is uncharacteristic for us. And he talked about kick return as well. They did not play well in kick return at all.
Yeah, we got slashed by the Bucks on kick return, especially that one big return. So
they put them in our side of the field with about a 35, 40-yard drive, which went long. And it's crazy. We did that twice that game. Remember the 4th and 1, that was a short drive. You can't do that against a team like Tampa Bay. They'll beat you every time. But I'm with Kevin Knight. He said Younghoe Koo has been fun, but it's over. I agree with that 100%. And it's Torrey McInerney. Y'all saw Raheem Morris said with Younghoe Koo. He's the kicker right now, and it's understandable because you just can't trade a guy out overnight and just expect somebody to come in. He said they will work out some vets and some up and comers, which means Lenny Craig, I think, is going to stay on the IPP list. Said the hard truth about it is that with Koo as the kicker, the Falcons do have changed the way they approach the plan in certain third downs and, quite honestly, in info to give a pressure setting. So he just giving it to y'all raw and uncut, man. That he's gonna do what he can to bring in a kicker, see can he compete and beat out Koo. Because look, sometimes these things happen and we can't predict it. But like Chris said on the show last night, he said Koo has been going sideways for about a year and a half, so it wasn't that.
I think about a year and a half, 2 years. I mean, okay. All right, walk with me on this, Falcons fans. Let's go back to 2023 when we still had good Koo. If remember, Smitty, we got to the end of that season. Now, he had only missed 5 kicks. He was like 32 of 37, I believe. And I believe he was pretty much perfect from the extra points. But we were talking about, oh, man, Koo missed like 5 kicks. Okay, that's really like nothing. And it's going to be nothing as long as it doesn't like get worse from there. And then he had last season. And then he's starting off this season. So it's just like at the end of the day, like I still like Koo. I ain't gonna lie, I still like the guy. But you know what else I like? I like results. I like to win.
Right.
I like for guys to be able to do their jobs when they're called upon, man.
Absolutely. But Younghoe had something to say today, man, and a lot of y'all probably seen it already. But for y'all that who didn't, this is what he had to say, man. And you know what I'm gonna say. I'm glad my boy Meat Washington in the chat because he already know what I'm gonna say. But this is what Younghoe Koo had to say right quick.
No, it's tough missing the kick, obviously, but it's even tougher being the only guy getting blamed for the loss. I'm sure you can find a defensive back to blame, or an offensive coordinator to blame, or a head coach to blame. It wasn't like I was the guy out there getting cooked by a rookie wide receiver. But that's neither here nor there. I know you guys expect more of me, and maybe that's the problem. Maybe if you guys scored some more points in the first 3 quarters, then you won't have to depend on the kicker.
There's a parody, my bad.
And I'm not hurt at all.
That's a parody. I got to find the ring.
When it first started off, I was like, uh-oh.
It was funny. It was funny. I had to play it. It was funny.
Yeah,
it was funny, boy. It was funny.
This man.
Go ahead, Chris. Let me find this right quick, man.
But yeah, overall, man, we just that was definitely a different segment. Didn't see that one coming, but hey, at the end of the day, as long as everybody got a good laugh, I suppose we good, man. But again,
Right.
guys, we
So
gotta have the
let's
action.
try it again. Let's try it again.
Can you talk about where you're at after the kick yesterday and
By the way,
trying to move forward?
Yeah, it's tough, obviously, but as always, I just gotta get back to work. Um, Definitely frustrated. Had a great off season, great camp. Um, 2 weeks leading into the week one, I felt great. I still do, and just a couple of things that I gotta adjust better on the go, like on during the game, and learn from it and move on. That's really all you can do.
and he's right to a certain extent. I got to agree with that because it's just like a quarterback, man. With a quarterback, they throw an interception, they got to erase out their mind immediately and go right to the next play when they come back in and keep guiding his team. But he's been around a long time, man. He's been around a good little while. And if anybody remember how he started out with the Chargers, he had the same problem. Couldn't kick it straight. It was kicking to the left or to the right. And he eventually got cut. He sat out, I think, about a year. And when he came back, that's when his Falcons signed him. Because they knew he had potential because he had a strong leg. But,
Right.
I mean, what else can you say?
I mean, at the end of the day, man, I hear all that. I do. And again, until he's not my kicker, Koo is my kicker. But at the end of the day, it's not a bad thing to criticize. I'm not blaming him for the loss because we can pick out different things. It's just kickers miss kicks, but it's when you miss the kick, and it's how many kicks you miss. And right now, Younghoe Koo is like 18 for 28 in his last 10 games. And that's not good to be in the 60 percentile for a kicker.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. Like, we all I feel like still feel something for Koo because so many game winners, I understand like that. Yes. But at the same time, lately, in the past year and a half, he just has not been the same Younghoe that we're used to. We have to point that out. And I believe, again, it's mechanical. I think it has something to do with his mechanics. I'm not sure if something's going on with his hips that he's not talking about. Something's going on.
But they actually said he had tried a new kicking style last year. So it was definitely mechanics.
But my thing is, why would you have to try a new kicking style if you fine?
Yeah.
What are you changing anything for? If everything was, I know they was talking about to get more drive on the ball or something like that. But man,
he young, man. He is young. It ain't no way in the hell his leg can go out that quick unless he done kick the side of a car somewhere. I mean, I just don't see it. But Ghost Pepper said he's assuming Drake's out for a month minimum, kind of like Mooney ended up, and that's what I just said. Shoulders aren't quick injuries to heal from, and I agree with that too. The fact he didn't come back into the game, potential game-winning drive says everything. That means if you saw how he fell on that shoulder in the end zone, it's the same thing that Darnell Mooney did at training camp, and we seen it came down the exact same way. So
sure, his was a little worse because you think about it, he came down with no pads on, so his was worse. At least
true.
technically, And then
Warren, what's up, my guy?
The thing about with Drake, man, he's not coming out the game unless something's really going on. That's something that we know about Drake. So I'm just thinking, what are the Falcons going to do, regardless of who they're playing, regardless of how they're playing tonight? Not having your top two receivers, possibly, not knock on wood. We're gonna see what happens, but not having your top two receivers, that is tough. But you know who that would open a door for outside of the young receivers and everything. It definitely would open the door for Kyle Pitts to definitely be a focal point. So it's like,
that's where I was gonna go with it.
I don't know, man. It's only Monday, so it's still early. We still have a long week before we get to Sunday night, and the Vikings will be on a short week, but I know we'll get into that too. But yes, man.
Yeah, but
I'm worried.
we'll be on the road. That's the only thing.
That's the only thing, man. And it's like I'm worried about that because you need your weapons, and this is not the way to start off because we got like a little mini gauntlet. We got another division
Right.
rival, even though the Panthers didn't look good. But we still have Buffalo. We still have the Commanders at home, Buffalo at home. So it's just like we have a little mini gauntlet we got to go through. And it's important to win some of these games for multiple reasons for seeding, for head to heads. Also, you want to win games just to see where you're at as a team. So you need to win these
Right.
games,
Absolutely.
and it's just tough, man. Everybody has to do their job at the end of the day.
Mr. Wallace, I think Moon will play next week if Drake is going to be out. I agree with that, Mr. Wallace.
I agree with that. I agree with that
They
110%.
got that better.
If he's 80%, he's going to be out there.
Oh yeah, if he was 75, he'll play. You just
Yeah.
got to be careful what kind of routes he run. But let's look at the wide receivers right quick. If you look at it, it says Mooney is hurt, but I think he's going to give it a go. They did re-sign David Seals. He's going to be probably brought up. He's probably going to play. Casey Washington, who's probably going to play. Ray, who had a couple big catches last week. Kadera Hodge, who missed the easy touchdown. He's going to play. And we know what Jamal Agnew is. He's the returner.
Real quick, Smitty.
Go ahead.
Kadera Hodge, right? Now, Kadera Hodge is a special teams player. My thing is, I feel like people look back at the game-winning touchdown that he had against Tampa Bay last year, and even though it was a spectacular play, and still to this day salute to him for that. But I think they maybe figured that maybe Cordero Hodge was like one of those receivers that can just do a lot, maybe, or do all things. And I'm not doubting the man. I'm just saying from what I've seen, so that's like his best play as a receiver. So it didn't really surprise me that Cordero Hodge, the timing was off. It didn't surprise me about the timing being off because outside of practice, like you mean,
because he does
starters,
right?
We didn't have any starters, and I don't want to go back to that or anything because I know, like I said, we said before, coach was going to stick to his guns, and he did. So at the end of the day, no starters are. We're never going to see starters as long as Raheem is the coach. I understand that now, but guys, the timing was off with that. Cordero Hodge, is not a primetime receiver. He's a good guy to have like as a fourth or a fifth receiver, but he's not one of those type of guys. Be honest with you, I would have rather seen Chris Blair in that situation.
And I'm gonna tell you, bro, Chris, like I said before, in that situation, you got to line Kyle Pitts up on the outside. For one thing, he's faster than Cordero Hodge. He's his length will help him with his catch radius. I feel like Kyle Pitts, if that was Kyle Pitts, he probably would have looked back long before Cordero Hodge did. He probably been looking at the quarterback as soon as he got about 10 yards down the field. So I mean, it's just experience at the end of the day. And if you have Kyle Pitts in that spot, I think that was a coaching error. And like we talked about with Zach Robinson, just like Mark said yesterday, he was out there running vanilla offense and he seemed lost. So what can you do? Miss Kira, I hope you are feeling better, man. You were scaring us with that picture. You look like like you had lost your best friend.
I'm about to say, really, man, we can do exactly what she said, man. Move on to Minnesota. We're definitely going to do that. So make sure y'all catch that pregame preview tomorrow. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, I'm more so worried about our players now. I'm more so worried about Mooney. I'm more so worried about Drake for sure. But you have Chris Blair. You have David Steele. I'm just saying, man, you have some receivers. I mean, Kyle Pitts, if you're not going to have Mooney or London, you're going to have to use some of these veterans, man. I mean, Steele, he can give him a shot. What Casey, he had a great showing. But I definitely would give Chris Blair a shot, to come in here and get some production because he is like that natural wide receiver, I believe. And also,
and they had some chemistry in that Miami game. If you remember to that preseason game, the only preseason game Michael Penix had, they had a little bit of chemistry going. So I feel
Of
like they
course.
work together a lot. And so when he hits the field, it'll be like one of his receivers. So yeah, I definitely
But
agree with that.
I'm saying, like,
What's up, Johnny? Go ahead, Chris.
what's happening, y'all? But yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would have preferred Chris Blair in that situation, or give him a shot. He's been working. Um, sure, he can possibly be one of those guys that can come in and running the routes and make production, especially with Michael Penix as the quarterback. I believe in Michael Penix because we have one. Michael Penix is the guy. It's just unfortunately his record doesn't seem like that. But if you watch the games, Michael Penix is our quarterback. Michael Penix Jr. is that guy.
What's up,
Seriously.
JT? Absolutely.
So we have our quarterback, y'all. We just got to get everything else together. Quarterback receiving connection, coaching and quarterback and receiving connection. Everything has to be fluent. And until we get it like that, we're going to continue to be in games, but not be able to finish. We have to finish. And that's in all phases.
Absolutely.
With scoring points on defense, we're getting to the quarterback, getting those sacks. The defense is going to get better. And that's all I know. And Xavier Watts, that guy is going to be a problem, okay? He's everything that I was expecting him to be. He's everything that we want, Falcon fans. Like, I know he had a chance to get 2 interceptions yesterday, but think about it. He had a chance to get 2 interceptions yesterday. But that means he's in the right positions. The coaches are putting him in the right positions, but he's also instinctive enough, smart enough to put himself in the right positions, reading the quarterback, reading what Baker's going to do. And he almost had 2 picks. Just waiting when he settles down, really, he's going to start taking the ball away, just like he did at Notre Dame.
Yeah, he just got to get his feet under. That's all. That's all.
Say, why?
But Kerry said, why are we in the pistol formation 4th and 1? Please, I thought we left that in 2024.
No,
Kerry,
because we still have Zach in
ahead.
2025. We still have Zach in 2025. He's going to have to, again, we talked about this yesterday. I'm not going to beat the dead horse all over again, but we just know the play calling has to be better. It has to be more efficient. We just know that. I believe Zach.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna tell y'all why the pistol formation is still being used. They told y'all in training camp, going into preseason, they were gonna try to make Mike Penix as comfortable as possible. Pistol offense is what he ran at the University of Washington, what he was successful with. So until Zach really understands how to use that offense, it's gonna be the same thing. It's one thing to run it, but it's also another thing to understand how to run it. And if you don't know how to run it properly, it's gonna backfire. And until they run it properly, that's what it's gonna be. Brandon, my guy, thank you for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. Said defense got to get those turnovers, 4 drop picks, and y'all got to think too. You got to tackle better because we missed 3 sacks as well. Caden Ellis had a straight shot at Baker Mayfield, and he missed it, and it wasn't no reason for him to miss it. I mean, you got to know that Baker's going to try to run the opposite way. If that way is blocked off, that's got to click in your head right away. So, I mean, it was just mental mistakes that we made. Once you get the mental mistakes out the way, I think the Falcons will be pretty good because, like I told you, he didn't do that special. I think he threw for 167 yards, and 2 of those 3 touchdowns were short yards drives. Because I think
they were. It's not like
the 4th and go ahead.
No, I was just about to say they were, Smitty. It was 3 touchdowns, but you look at the work. Honestly, Baker was supposed to throw 4 picks.
Yeah.
Regardless, he was supposed to throw 4 picks, and my thing is, I ain't even going to be greedy and ask for all 4. But if you could have just gave me 2 of those, we're not in that situation because they're not going to be able to be in the situation.
Correct.
In a field goal position at the end of the game. I don't believe so because some of those picks would have had us on short field. You would have had Michael Penix with a short field with a defense that probably just got off the field, and they got to see Michael Penix yet again. I want defenses to have to see Michael Penix as much as we possibly can this year because he's that guy again. We just got to get this. We just got to start finishing. And they talked about that.
I see y'all in the chat saying the Vikings defense is nice. We already know that. But the positive to that going into this Sunday is the Vikings are also a blitz heavy team. And we just played that type team with Todd Bowles. So we're going to have a similar game plan going into Minnesota. All we have to do is execute. And one thing we must do, and I said it was part of the 3 keys to victory last week, you got to run the football, man. You got to run the football. 50, I think they had what? They had what? 20 something, 30 yards rushing last week.
Mhm.
So that's not going to cut it. Against a team like Minnesota, you have to run the ball and wear them down. And like I said, the way he used Bijan yesterday, I get it. If he's excelling in the pass game, why not switch over to the run game with Tyler Algier and switch it up a little bit? Maybe if Tyler Algier softens up that defense a little bit, Bijan probably could break a long run. But since nobody could get going, guess what? They were one-dimensional the whole game. That's why Michael Penix threw the ball 42 times. And honestly, you don't want him to throw that ball that many times because why? One, he's young and he's liable to make a mistake. If he throws the ball 25 to 30 times and they have, I say 115, 130 yard rush, that's a recipe for a win. So this is what they're going to have to do.
That's what we averaged last year.
Right.
We averaged 130. Oh,
yeah, we know
right.
you were traveling, man. Ain't no thing. Yeah. Catch the
But
replay. Trust me, you're going to like it.
We appreciate you. For sure. So I don't think the Zach was trying to give away anything this early.
I agree with that. But the thing is, you don't try to give things away, but at the same time, if they can't stop it, they can't stop it. It don't matter what you call. If it's a play that you call and you know nobody can't stop it, throw it out there and use it. Just that simple. But go ahead, Chris. My bad.
No, I was in total agreement with you. Like right, word for word on that. Why are you holding back your guns at anything, man? It's time to go out there and get it. You're making a statement against a division rival. Now, if I'm not mistaken, since we was like the only team that lose in the division this week, ain't we fourth? We have a division loss. I know that the Panthers. I know the Aints lost.
They lost to Jacksonville. Yeah, but those were not divisional games. So yeah, we already down in the division. That's why the game was so key.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So now we're fourth now, and we're going to have to climb our way back up out of this. I believe we have the talent. Hopefully Drake can play. If Drake can play, that'll be huge. But again, so we have other guys that I believe that are willing and capable to step up. Because that Vikings defense is tough though. So, and we're on the road, so that's another thing that like makes me nervous. But again, we'll talk about that. But overall, man, I just believe
tomorrow. That's on tomorrow's preview show. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for that. But Ski, I agree with a little bit too, but you got to be finesse on offense when you can't run the ball. When you run the ball effectively, that makes you a power run team, and I think that's what they need to get back to. And I know Arthur Smith long gone, but this team is really run based. If you look at the offensive line, what you got road graders. That's for a run first offense, and I have no problem with that because the run game working like I said, Penix can unleash all hell. So I have no problem with that, but you definitely can't be no finesse offense and can't move the ball.
I absolutely agree. And I'm not gonna lie to you. You can't be on the never mind. I ain't gonna say it.
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
Like, man, we just gotta be more efficient in the red zone. That's the only thing because I feel like we can move the ball at will. We have the quarterback that can get the ball down the field. We have the wide receivers who can make the plays. We get into the red zone. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just like everybody just tries to do too much or overthinks it. I know people like to use the phrase too cute. Shoot, we've even used it. But it's just like, I don't know. You have Tyler Algier, and you can just, I understand you don't want to run it at Villa. Run it at him. Run it at him anyway. But he gonna lie.
Think about this though. This has been going on with the Falcons for years and years. We said the same thing about Julio. We said the same thing about Roddy White. We said the same thing about Tony Gonzalez. Look at that 2012 game. If instead of throwing to Roddy, Gonzalez was open in the back of the end zone. All Matt Ryan had to do was look. Matt Ryan, his mind made up that game who he was going to throw it to and who he was aiming for. But Tony Gonzalez was wide open. So why is it so hard for them to throw to their superstar players? I still have no clue. Because, like I said, you got Drake London 6'4", Kyle Pitt 6'5", back shoulder fade, just toss it up there, seeking they go get it. And I know the average cornerback is what, 5'10", 6 feet, somewhere in there. You talking about a 5-6 inch difference. Think about it. And you got a quarterback that can make the throws. So I'm just clueless as to that.
Right, man. We'll definitely I think Zach's got time to figure it out. But he's got to figure it out quickly. He's got to, I believe he know. My thing is Zach Robinson knows he's going to have to turn up the heat. He knows it after this game. Because my thing is he saw exactly what everyone else saw. That the fact that Michael Penix is capable, he's able, and I believe you just open things up a little bit more for him, let him run things that are more comfortable, give him more control. I know he's young, but I think he can handle it, man. I really do. And it's mostly because of what's in here but definitely 100% what's up here. That guy has it. And like even Baker Mayfield himself. And we know Baker historically just doesn't give just anybody any credit, right? But he said something to say about Michael Penix Jr. He told him that, hey man, you're going to be a great player and do great things in this league for a long time. He even said, yes, he's young, but he has it. He's got it. So I'm just saying he's already earned the respect of a division rival. First game. So, like I said, man, Michael Penix, man, and Penix we trust, man, and everybody, man, just coaching staff. I feel like, again, Jeff Ulbrich did overall, I think he did well in his first game as returning as a Falcon, what I'm saying? But as defensive coordinator, I think the defense overall did well. I think they're only going to improve. Same thing with the offense. I think as long as he trusts his Penix, I think Zach Robinson can help turn this offense around. But he's got a short time to do it. So, and, these Vikings, I know that they're playing right now, so we'll get ready for that. But hey, man, at the end of the day,
yeah, they about to win. They up by 10. They scored three. They scored 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. So
yeah, man,
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting because
they're gonna be ready Sunday.
Because like I was asked a question, hey, do you think that they get right against us? Well, it looks like they're trying to get right against the Bears. And my thing is, this is like a rematch from the national championship. What's good, Joy, and everything. But
you still doing that?
Whatever.
Past your bedtime.
She just asked us the same thing. Why y'all not sleep?
She used to be asleep by this time.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Again, let's just get ready, bro. Let's just get ready for these guys, man. I think that we can do this. All right, we can do this. Say, why do I believe that we will lose? The Viking staff is better than our staff, point blank, period. Okay, now I will say this. They do have an impressive coaching staff. But this is what football is all about. Matchups, proving yourself. And we have to get our lick back against the Minnesota Vikings from last year. This guy that's behind us with the do-rag and with the hood on, he's ready to play. And the thing about it is he's facing a similar defense to what he just plays. Because Brian Flores come after Michael Penix.
That's what I just said. I mean, another blitzing team, blitz heavy. And one guy that they had all over the field, I watched the second half of the game. But Van Ginkel, he was a Pro Bowler last year, came over from the Dolphins on that big contract last year. They were moving him all over the field, just like we should be doing with Jaden Walker. So they could probably take a note or two from Flores, who caused that defense. So yeah.
And I think Penix needs to get his lick back too, man, against JJ. So, hey, man, we're in the NFL now. A little rematch, a little friendly, but major implications because regardless, What's the score of that Bears game right now, by the way?
27-17.
So okay,
It
if
was,
they
it
let's
was
say
17-6.
okay, so let's say the Vikings still lose this game, and both teams are coming in 0-1. Both teams got to have a win. You know, I don't want to call it a must win already, but
Oh, it's a
dog,
must win.
you don't want it. It is, you know,
It's
because
a
it's
must
like
win.
it's the same thing that it was last year when we played the Eagles.
Absolutely.
It was the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We could not go 0-2, and we found a way to win. Well, doggone it, we're gonna have to do it again on the road again.
Yeah.
So,
But Tony Wright, yeah, I saw that too, man. At this point in his career, Grady Jerry ain't nothing but a run stuffer. I don't see him as a pass rusher no more because, like I told y'all, I think that knee injury kind of took a couple steps off of him. So, yeah,
man.
he do need a application. He gonna have to get one soon, I think. But let me see. I saw something. Craig said right here, coach more games than Kevin O'Connell. That's all I can say.
Hey, that's
But what has he learned?
I mean, we're gonna find
DJ
out on
Moore got
Sunday.
hurt.
Wow,
Wow.
that's not a good look.
No, it ain't.
Oh, I guess that's
It was
what
DJ Moore. Yeah,
DJ
that's
Moore.
what she was talking about.
Bijan
That's
and
easier
Tom.
said than done, Corey. I think Zach
That's
got
up
to
to the
step it up
coaches.
more than
Yeah, I
anybody.
think it's Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach got to step it up. Zach got to put him out there, man. If you don't, that's another thing. Yeah, I can't wait till tomorrow, man. I can't wait till
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into it, but Tony said the Falcons had the fourth best pressure rate, and I seen people dogging James Pierce. He had a 20% win rate. He had 4 pressures. He had a quarterback hit.
Wow.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Almost nearly got the sack. If it just wasn't for that extra little chip that he got at the end, he would have got the sack on that.
Think about it though. Think about how many sacks they missed that game. They missed 3.
Bro,
So you have at least 4 that game because they did have one. I think it was Dorless who got a sack.
Yeah,
But
Dorless and Billy Bowman was in on that too.
right. So so we played much better, man, on defense. It's just about finishing it off. And as I said, these guys are young. The more reps they get and the more they gel together, this defense is gonna be crucial, man. I'm telling y'all.
Billy Bowman was nice too. I mean, Xavier. I want to say Xavier had the better game, but he didn't get the picks. So it's just like, but
He definitely had the better game, but both of them made an impact.
Yeah, he did, man. And that's encouraging because that's the first time, on the field. It's in front of the home crowd, but you still got to perform. Now, we flip it. And they're going on the road. Let's see how they produce. Oh, and real quick, man.
Absolutely, Ezra. The pressure did slow down.
All over the place too, by the way.
Who you said?
Divine Diablo.
Oh hell yeah, he was ready. I mean, I told y'all. That dude, he's going to be the reason Troy Anderson is probably going to be a rotational piece at this point. Because if he comes back and they take Divine Diablo out, that's going to be a big mistake. So you got to let Troy work his way back in and just make him a backup. Because honestly, it takes the pressure off of him. So I think that's the smartest thing to do when it comes to him. She said the Bears just scored. But I got something I got to address right quick, man. Like I told y'all at the beginning, y'all know I try to stay positive on this side because that's what I do. But some things, man, I'm gonna just say it, as nice as I can. But like I said, I'm trying to change my life around for the best. I'm trying to do the right thing all the time. And that's what I do. But these are the type of things that I don't like on my page. He talked about me and Chris, but I'm gonna take the slack for it because he put it on my page. But he said his name is unknown, and he's been in the chat a lot. But he said he just want to say that we ain't, you know what, and disrespectfully, of course, and you're gonna disrespect me on my page, and I'm not gonna block you. I'm gonna just let you see my success. That's gonna eat you alive. But that dude was a solid kicker until last year. Y'all just want to kick him to the curb, earn the opportunity to prove himself this year because of all the amazing years he's gave us. And see the last part of that statement. the amazing years that he's gave us. What about this year? What about last year? Think about what you're saying. Read that last part of that statement. The amazing years he's gave us. So y'all do know that everybody got an expiration date when it comes to football. I had the same energy toward Matt Ryan. I had the same energy toward Julio Jones. I had the same energy towards a lot of former Falcons. So it's not just Koo. If I see something, I'm gonna call it out. So look,
Man,
y'all just got to chill, man. Y'all see one thing about some of y'all. I'm gonna just say it. Some of y'all don't know football. Some of y'all just he say, she say. Just because we said that Koo needs to go, I told y'all Julio should have left 2 years before he actually got traded. So I'm not gonna change my stance on anybody, any player. See, one thing about me, I don't fall in love with players. And if y'all know me, if a trade came up for Drake London and we know we can get a number one wide receiver such as Jeremiah Smith or Ryan Williams and don't have to pay Drake, I ship Drake ass off to get one of those young receivers. I damn sure would. Why? Because it saves money and you can keep building other parts of the team. So look,
yeah,
stop being sensitive, man. I mean,
at
you
the
gonna
end of the day, bro.
us. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
At the end of the day, bro, let me tell you something. My thing is this.
Oh, you took out the glasses. Oh, here, y'all in for it.
My thing is this, and I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna keep it sweet. Keep it short. See, I'm gonna be nice about it. At the end of the day, good intentions ain't nothing without good action. That is a truth that people run from all the time, every single day. But regardless if you run from it or you face it, it's still there looking you dead in the face.
Yep.
This man was one of the best kickers, yes, for us over the past few seasons. But lately, he has not been. Again, 18 for 28 being in the 60 percentile as a kicker is not ideal. So regardless of what he's done in the past, he's doing nothing for us right now, technically. At the end of the day, we're in the winning games business. In the NFL, it is a winning games business. In the NFL, you have to do your job. There was a guy that walked around and got multiple championships that used to have that as his slogan. Do your job. Because that's what you have to do. Ain't nobody ganging up on Koo or nothing. Because I believe that we still all like Younghoe Koo. We still all have love for Younghoe Koo. Because how can we not? Just like he said, with all the amazing things that he's done. But at the end of the day, we as a fan base who is repping this logo, not the player, the logo, have not been to the playoffs, have not been having winning seasons. And the last thing that we want to do is be in a situation at the end of the game to possibly go to overtime, somewhere that I think we would have won the game too if we would have got there, by the way. But either way it goes, chance to win. And guess what? You know why Todd Bowles called that timeout? Because he also knows that Younghoe Koo coming into that
is struggling. Yeah,
struggling.
You know it. Yep.
So no, you don't get no free kicks.
And Chris would tell y'all.
Not with the game on the line. Yes, I'm an ice.
Chris would tell y'all. We were texting during the game.
Like, come on.
What did I say first? As soon as we started driving, we better score a touchdown. Because I don't trust Koo. And it's in the group chat. It's still there.
Bro, my thing is, we're talking about having to change the way that we play football because we don't necessarily trust the kicking game. That is a terrible place to be in only week 2 of the season, G.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, like again, we are in the winning games business. We are in the producing business. It has nothing to do with disliking Koo or anything. It's all about can he produce on a consistent level or not?
And think about it too. They brought in another kicker last year to end the year. I think of Riley Patterson, if I'm not mistaken. And they brought in a guy on the International Pathway Program, Lenny Craig, who can kick a ball 70 yards without looking. The only problem he has, kicking it straight. he don't know how to put he don't know how to put the right lift on the ball. So
But
he's
look
going to
what
be another year development.
He's going to get his shot because he's definitely
yeah.
one of the up and comers that Raheem was talking about. How could he not be? Not with that just not with that leg. With that ass, what my man Larry called him, Lenny leg. He definitely got.
Leg. Oh yeah.
Definitely can
Hey,
kick in there nearly 70 yards. So
right.
just saying, man.
Brandon, thank you for the donation,
also,
my guy. Truly appreciate it.
50 yarders are starting to become like routine
The
now.
norm.
These guys are booming the ball. Like,
I mean, to some people, 50 yards is like an extra point to some guys.
Bro,
keep it real.
These guys are kicking the heck
Look
out of
it. Look at the guy in Jacksonville kicked a 70-yard field goal in preseason. So I think that record of 64 yards will be gone soon. But Brandon, thank you for the donation, my guy. Truly appreciate it. Yeah, Watts and Bowman, absolutely the real deal. And they only gonna get better with reps and time. So
X-Man and Wild Bill, man, as I call them. X-Man and Wild Bill. Them boys they're gonna be the ones, I'm telling you. They're gonna be the ones.
But game of barbershop, man. People just like to run their mouth, man. Trust me, I'm good, man. But you know,
I'm
ain't no punk.
But I just wanted to make that point, bro. At the end of the day, it's not even about ganging up on nobody.
I ain't even trying to be cold.
That's
the crazy part, Tyreek. Right, that's the crazy part, Tyreek. I'm the nicest guy in the world till you piss me off. Then we got a problem.
Yeah, well, but either way it goes, man. Let's get ready because we gotta go hunt some Vikings. So hey, man, I said everything I had to say pretty much for tonight. I'm past it. Yes, we lost the game, but we had a lot of positives. I'm excited about our youth movement that we have going on. I believe guys are going to get better. I mean, they have to, so I'm ready for it, man. At the end of the day, was that loss hurtful? Yeah, that one stung. I ain't gonna lie. It stung, boy. But at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. We got to see Tampa again, and then next time, maybe we can beat them at their home and have them feeling the way that we were feeling yesterday. So, or worse.
Koo missed 9 field goals. 9. His worst season in terms of field goal percentage. 73% is awful as a field goal kicker. And now you can say he's 26 for 36, somewhere like that. 26 for 36. So he still missed 10 kicks. And as a field goal kicker, that's not good.
It's not good. And my thing is too, bro. I'm not saying that he's done, but my thing is, unless he fixes his mechanics or something, man, or gets out of his head, he's going to continue to kind of go into a spiral until he can really just figure it all out. Because we saw him, he did kick well in preseason, preseason, and he did pretty well as far as training camp. He did miss that one in that preseason game, yes,
right,
but at the end of the day, I think, man, Younghoe got to get out of his head and go out there and be cool. That's the best thing he can possibly do, just like the teammates have been telling him. But it's going to be a struggle, though, man, because I'm not sure what all of it is. I think it's mechanical, but of course, I'm not sure. But
that's exactly what. No, it's mechanical and it's mental. So it's 2 M. It's M&M. It's mechanical and it's mental.
He just got
that simple. Yeah, Chase, we got to bounce back Sunday, man. No doubt about it.
He's not going to be on this team much longer. That's all I'm saying. I don't see him staying here.
Chris, Chase said he hit you before the game and asked, was Koo really missed 41 yards in practice? Would this be a problem? Long story short, it was a problem.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to get back to your question, but I did see it and I liked it. And I liked it because, he did miss one. So that's why I had ended up liking that Chase. But
yeah. Facts. What have you done for me lately is paramount. Absolutely. That's what the NFL means. What have you done for me lately? Not for long.
Not for long.
A drop of a dime, things can change.
Man,
Mr. Moody, absolutely. Let's go. But man, we had to do another quick pop-up show to talk about these 2 topics, man. Get y'all thoughts on them. We want to hear y'all thoughts all the time. But tomorrow, we will be in for the preview show. No guest this week, but we working on one for week 3.
What you mean? Of course, we're gonna have some guests. All of these wonderful Falcon fans.
Oh yeah. I'm finna say, my bad. Yeah, so y'all gonna be the special guest tomorrow. So y'all come through with your questions, come through with your insight, and we'll pop it up on the screen if we agree with it. T. Terry said he need to go to Magic City for those lemon pepper wings. Honestly, that might be probably what's wrong with his head too. He probably got something going on in his personal life.
Oh,
it happens. Thank you, Miss Carey. Appreciate you, sister. Put on that bun and go on and lay down.
Man, that thing
Mr.
already.
Moody, truly appreciate you. But you know what to do, Chris, man. Go on, tell us where they can find you, bro.
A1 Forever Sports, man. That's the platform on YouTube. Please come over, like, comment, and subscribe. Getting closer to 4,500 over there. So, hey, man, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all as continuously trying to grow my channel for sure. But also catch me.
Appreciate you, Chase.
Yes, as well. Yeah, Hawks Digest. We cover everything, and we're surrounding around the Atlanta Hawks. A little bit of the slow season right now, but the Euro ball, I think, is just about finished up if it isn't already complete. The season's about to get ready to go on for the Atlanta Hawks. I'm excited about that team and what that can possibly end up by June. We'll see what happens.
They made some excellent moves this offseason. Excellent.
Yeah,
moves.
They did, man. I'm excited about those Hawks for the first time in a while, to be honest. So we're gonna see what happens with those guys. But yeah, catch me over there at the Hawks Digest. Also, Twitter, A1 Forever, Instagram, A1 Forever, and the real A1 Forever on TikTok, man. Come on over.
Absolutely. Chase, appreciate you, my brother. Y'all go check out Chase, Dirty Fanatics United on YouTube, man. They doing their thing, trying to grow their channel. So, man, y'all please go show them some love.
Chase
my
over
boy
there
Twan coming through. Appreciate you as always, Twan. We got to show our sisters, Joy and Miss Carey some love, man. We appreciate them always coming through, holding it down, man, because that's what they do. But again, man, still dropping videos every day, news, headlines, debates, anything that you could think of, I'm dropping it. But you can catch me at FatboySlim_21 on Twitter. You can find me on TikTok, even though I don't pretty much post over there, but I do be over there, watching videos, going to live streams, because I just like to always hear what people have to say. But y'all can also catch me dropping videos on my channel, YouTube, Smitty Sports Machine, every single day. I don't care if it's just one. I don't care if it's a short. I'm gonna drop something every day. So when y'all hit that like button, it helps me get my YouTube views up to get through that YouTube universe. And as I tell y'all, man, go on to hype me up. Y'all go to the hype me up. The way y'all do that, go to one of my 5 minutes or more videos, not lives, not shorts, regular videos, 5 minutes or more, and y'all can hype those in the comment. So when y'all hype me up, pushes my video out just a little bit more into the universe. And I definitely appreciate y'all, man. And like Chase say, man, it costs y'all $0 to subscribe. It's free. And like A1 Forever, Hawks Digest, Smitty Sports Machine, it's all free 99. Just that simple. So for my boy Chris and Auntie Joy, we're gonna call Auntie Carey now. We're gonna call her Auntie Carey.
I can't.
She our sister. But yeah, we're gonna holler at y'all tomorrow night for the preview show, man, because we got some interesting things to talk about, just like last week. But it's gonna be even better this week, going to week 2 in Minnesota. For my boy Chris, it's your boy Smitty. I'm gonna holler at y'all soon, man.